Hello everyone, my name is Leah, also known as Wellness Medic. I am a 4th year medical student from the University of Sheffield. I use my social media to talk all things lived experience of mental health, such as anxiety and depression. I also talk about life as a medical student, how to try and balance this very chaotic journey, and so much more. So today I wanted to do a video about my Sunday reset routine. Now, I'm not going to say I've been on top of this all the time, but I'm making a solid commitment from this month onwards to properly utilise my Sunday reset routine because I think it's pretty good and it sets me up for the week. So I'm going to take you along with me on my Sunday to tell you exactly what I do to get the best start for the rest of the week, to put me in a good mindset and above all, take care of my mental health. So as always, if you like this video, I'd really appreciate a massive thumbs up, and you can subscribe down below to keep updated with my very chaotic journey, my cats, my lifestyle, my cries, and so much more. So let's go on with the video. Right at the beginning, which is of course waking up. I find waking up really hard, and it's actually one of my goals this month to consistently wake up earlier. I always try on a Sunday to wake up. I'm not saying I get up early, but I try to get up between 8 and 9. I find this way it's slowly, gradually bringing me back in to get up early in the week, because I do sleep in fairly late on a Saturday, about 10 o'clock. So that was again, that's off topic. We're trying to sort that out too. But yeah, I try to get up between 8 and 9 on a Sunday. I just feel like this gives me the most amount of time to have got a decent night's sleep, but also get myself up and at it and make the most of my Sunday. That is what I do. I will get up, I will spend a few minutes in bed because the cats have typically run straight up on the bed, so I will spend some time with them, just giving them a little morning cuddle and making my mental health feel nice and relaxed. Sunday is also the day of rest in this house, meaning I do not do any medicine related work on a Sunday. I will typically do some on a Saturday morning if needed, but certainly not every week. But Sundays I try to make my complete day of non-medicine. So I will, however, do some work. I do some work with the amazing company Future Frontline. I am their COO, so I'll typically spend a bit of time in the morning just going through anything I need to do with them, making sure I'm on top of everything in terms of the content that's coming out, make sure I just have a good idea of what's going on. I'll also use that time to look at my own social medias, etc. And of course, most importantly, have that morning coffee. I'll have that morning coffee and then I'll give myself a few hours. Me and Josh, we will just watch some telly, usually something a bit rubbish, you know, that bad but good telly. That is my Sunday morning. So we'll put on something a bit cheesy and we'll just sit and relax and have some breakfast, have a cup of coffee, and again, we'll just try and keep it as calm as possible. Saturday nights in this household, or the Sunday mornings, are food shop days. We sometimes go ourselves, but we also sometimes get delivered. But what I will do on a Sunday is, once I know all of the food that I've got, everything that's been delivered, I will plan out with the dates that I've got what meals I'll have each day of the week. Now this might sound a little bit extra, but I promise you this is a game changer. I hate coming back from placement, especially if it's been a long day, and not knowing what I'm having for dinner, having to think about what I'm cooking for dinner. However, if I know exactly, because I've already labelled it all out, it just makes the whole process so much smoother. I can come back, I know exactly what I've got to cook, and I would highly recommend it. So I use Notion, and I will literally just make a little tab for each day of the week with the name of the meal that I'm going to have. I have a recipes thing on my Notion, and I keep track of all of these meals that I make, so that the next time I come to my shopping list and I don't know what to order because I don't know what meals to make, I can refer back to that and go, yeah, that was good, I'll put that on this week. But yeah, it just makes it so much easier when it comes to being organised, knowing exactly what you're having to eat every day, and highly recommend doing that. Sunday is also the day I meal prep. Now, if you're not meal prepping, I would highly recommend you trying it. I used to think this was a serious waste of time. It would take so long, etc., but it saves you so much time in the week. So I do multiple meal preps. I don't meal prep dinners, but I do meal prep breakfast, lunch, and my coffee. So as you'll see, this is what I do. I will make my portions of lunch. I will typically make one portion in a lunchbox for the next day, and the next I'll put in a bigger tub that I can just decant in the night before. But this week I did something new for once. I usually do Anna Rebecca's sweet potato tofu salad, but I mixed it up and I did a veggie sausage pesto pasta, lots of veggies and good nutrients in there. I then make my porridge. I eat the same porridge every single day. I've been eating these overnight oats now for a year, and then this general flavour of porridge I've probably been eating pretty much every single day for the past 2 years easily, if not longer. So I absolutely love this porridge. It is a raspberry peanut butter overnight oats. It is delicious, and I can make these all on a Sunday night. I can put them in these little jars and they are ready for the week. Typically I make enough to get me through Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and then on Wednesday night I'll make 2 simpler lunches and I'll make my porridge again. I also make a big jar of cold brew. I do this because, like I said, I absolutely love coffee, but either in the morning I want a cold coffee anyway, and it just saves me messing and like wasting my time. If it's already in the fridge, I can just pour it in a glass, put some milk in if I want, and I'm good to go. So this is just a massive life changer. It saves so much time, makes the mornings way less stressful, and gives me more time to do the things that I want to do. Sundays are also the day of plotting out the week ahead. So what I will do in this time is I will look at my timetable. I get given my timetable at the moment on a Friday evening. So I will look here on that Sunday and I will plot it all into Notion. As you can see, Notion has been a massive game changer for me. I literally put everything on Notion. I absolutely love it. So I can just see everything in one place. So I will put what I'm doing in the week all up on my Notion, just my placement. And as you can see in the title, I used to put to-do list, but I thought that was actually quite pressurizing because it meant I was looking at everything in the morning. I was like, you must do this, you must do that. And I found that quite overwhelming. So now what I typically tend to do is I'll put the date and then I'll put like the hours that I'm in placement. I only tend to put the placement hours and then my other bits go underneath in my to-do list. But I don't like to call it that. So yeah, plan out my week just so I know exactly where I am and when. Once I've got my placement times in, I tend to get a bit more detailed. So now's the time that I plot out what I want to get done on every day of the week, Monday to Friday. So typically what I'll do is I'll look at the time that I'm on placement and I try to treat it as much as possible as a 9 to 5. So if I start at say 8:30 or 9, which has been at the moment, then say I'm on placement till like 1, whatever, then I'll be like, okay, it takes half an hour to come home, and then we will do X, Y, and Z. So whether that's go through my Anki cards or go on PathMed, QuestMed, I will just make sure I know exactly what I want to get done. So by the end of the week, I've covered everything that I want to do, so that when it comes to Saturday, I just do my catch-up bits, and then Sunday is the day of rest, and it just makes it way less stressful when you know that you've got time to do things. Like, speaking of being organised and to-do lists, I also put in things like shower, relax, watch a film. You might not see these as your typical to-do things, but for me, if I'm prioritising my mental health, that is seeing medicine and academics in line with everything else that is important, such as self-care, spending time with my loved ones. So if I put this all in my to-do list, then I'm physically looking at a piece of paper that is telling me it's possible to do all of these things. Before, I used to be really worried that medicine would mean I wouldn't have time to do the things I love, such as spending time with my family, watching films, relaxing in any way, shape or form. But if I physically put this on my to-do list, I'm giving myself a visual interpretation, something I can physically look at that says, you can do all of this, you can do everything you want to do. Look, it is right there in front of you. So I'd really recommend, if you don't, to put those things that you love, put those little extras into your to-do list as if it is a task. Go to the cinema as a task and tick it off when it's done. Make a nice meal with your partner on the list, tick it off when it's done. Read a book, you get the message. It just makes it feel so much more accomplished when you've done your full to-do list anyway, but at the same time you also know you've balanced academia, medicine stresses with mental health, with doing things you want to do, enjoying. You're bringing them all together and getting them all ticked off. And finally, I make sure I am 100% on top of everything the night before. This means I will pick out my placement clothes I want to wear the next day, because the last thing I want is to be running around not knowing what to wear and changing my mind 1,000 times. I'll be like, no, this is what I'm wearing tomorrow, I've hung it up. Put everything that you are going to wear, hairbands on there, in one place. because I promise you it'll make it so much easier in the morning, so you're not running around looking for a sock or running around looking for, I don't know, a hairband or a hair grip. You will know exactly what everything is that you need for the day. Put it with your bag, put your water bottle filled up in the fridge, put a fork with your lunchbox. Get it yourself as organised as possible, and you'll be surprised, this literally takes a couple of minutes and it saves you so much time and stress in the morning. So that was the key basis of my Sunday reset routine. I really hope you enjoyed. Of course, this is just an outline. Like I said, Sunday is the day of rest, and that involves a lot of resting. And sometimes some of these things don't happen, and that is completely okay. But just give it a try, see what you think, see if it helps. And if you did try any of my tips for my Sunday reset routine, let me know in the comments down below. I'd love to have a chat and we can vibe ideas off each other to make the best environment for our mental health at academia. And thank you so much for watching. Like I said earlier, if you did like this video, I'd really appreciate a thumbs up and subscribe down below, and I will see you next time for a new video.